Tank, I'm going to say it in front of Mike and Jeremy. If you do not take this fight, your legacy is forever tainted. Nobody
damn.
will ever remember your name. Nobody. The money's there. I know you love money, but money's there.
Damn.
If you don't take the fight next, your whole legacy forever is tainted if you don't take the next fight with me.
Oh my God.
God damn, Tank. I ain't never heard no shit like this.
The audio you guys heard was Ryan Garcia hotboxing with Mike Tyson. Therefore, there is no turning back now, especially the way Ryan Garcia had Mike Tyson jumping, dancing all over the place, so hyped up for the fight. I don't even recall Tyson being that turned up for a fight. So Ryan Garcia cannot pull a Tio on Mike Tyson nor the fans when it comes to the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, especially when he had the whole arena screaming out Tank Davis' name. If Ryan does not live up to his words and fight Gervonta Tank Davis, then I don't think anyone will believe him from this point forward. Because it's fair to say he had all of us fooled and sold on this fight. Nevertheless, we still have to give Ryan the benefit of the doubt until the fight is official. However, Ryan stated on Twitter, and I quote, "Fight to be announced real soon." End of the quote. Shortly after, Gervonta Davis responded by stating, "You must know some shit I don't." In which Ryan, few moments replied, "You a grown man. Make a call and find out." Now, when this took place, that definitely raised everyone's eyebrows, because whatever Ryan knows, Tank should know, especially if the fight is about to be announced. That means the contracts are done, the splits are agreed to, where we only a signature away from the fight happening. However, that's not the case because Tank doesn't even know what Ryan is talking about. Slowly but surely, though, we found out today from Ryan Garcia himself that he has a bigger fight to announce, according to Ryan, than a Gervonta Tank Davis fight, which there are a lot of names in mind, but only few that's going to be a bigger name than a Tank Davis fight. Maybe only one, maybe even none. However, before I get my take on it, Gervonta stated on Twitter, "Stop believing Mr. Capella. Shake my head." So when it comes to Tank, he don't even believe Ryan has a fight nearly done. In a way, Tank believes it's possible Ryan is doing all of the above in order to receive a bigger cut on the negotiations table. It could be a leverage move. But even then, Tank already made it clear, even though he's the A side, he's willing to put that to the side or give it to Ryan Garcia. He said, "I could care less about the A, B, or C side. All he care about is making the fight happen." So he's willing to give Ryan Garcia whatever he wants to make this fight happen. That's what Tank said publicly. Therefore, privately, Tanks is gonna do whatever it takes to make this fight happen. The fight that both Ryan and Gervonta promised Mike Tyson himself that it's going to be next. Unless Ryan pulls a Tio. Furthermore, realistically speaking, are there other fights for Ryan? Absolutely. I mean, Devin Haney said it. He believes that all of these fighters view Ryan Garcia as the weakest link. So you have a Devin Haney fight on the table in which Ryan is the mandatory for Devin Haney. So if it ain't Tank, then it has to be a Devin Haney or even a Teofimo Lopez, since Bob Arum and Tio made it clear that the Ryan Garcia fight is the fight they really want the most out of the bunch, in which Bob already contacted Oscar De La Hoya to see if he could make that fight. However, even though Tio and Devin Haney are mega fights for Ryan, truth be told, neither one is a bigger fight than a Tank fight. The only name in the sport of boxing at the moment in time that's going to be a bigger name than a Gervonta Tank Davis fight for Ryan Garcia is Manny Pacquiao. A dream fight for Ryan Garcia that he been asking for. He said he would love to fight Manny Pacquiao after Tank. However, now I guess the plan changed. They want the Pacquiao fight before the Gervonta Davis fight, which, if that was the case, he shouldn't have been using Tank name the whole time leading up to the Luke Campbell fight and after. All of a sudden, it goes from Tank to the Pac-Man. See, if Ryan wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao first, he could have been promoting the Manny Pacquiao fight from the jump. This is his Oscar De La Hoya versus Pacquiao moment. This is his Oscar versus Chavez moment. Therefore, if that was the plan all along, then that's what Ryan should have been doing, is promoting the Manny Pacquiao fight. Because according to Pacquiao, he mostly interested in the Conor McGregor fight before the Errol or the Terrence Crawford fight. And truth be told, Manny Pacquiao stand to make more money fighting Conor McGregor than he is against Ryan. But a Ryan fight is a possibility because Oscar De La Hoya, he seemed to be more optimistic about the Pacquiao fight than the Tank fight. Oscar De La Hoya informed the public that it's going to be very hard to make the fight with Gervonta Davis because he's with the PBC. But apparently, Oscar De La Hoya forgot that Manny Pacquiao is also with the PBC. Because when Oscar was asked about Pacquiao, he said, "Oh yeah, we would love to make that fight. There will be no problems." But when it comes to the Gervonta Davis fight, oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of problems because, see, he's with the PBC. I guess Oscar De La Hoya didn't get the memo. Both Pacquiao and Gervonta are with the PBC. So I really hope Ryan is not starting to listen to the people that's whispering to his ear, from the Canelo Alvarez to his trainer to his promoter, telling him not to fight Tank Davis, because that's going to be a horrible look, to say the least. That's him pulling a T.O., destroying his reputation in the meantime. Like I said, fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And as much as T.O. been fooling the public, Ryan Garcia will be pulling a page out of T.O. book of how to get yourself out of your mouth writing a check that your ass can't cash. Therefore, I really hope Ryan live up to his words and fight Gervonta. Then he could fight a Manny Pacquiao. Because truth be told, Pacquiao has a Conor McGregor plan right now. Ryan could fight Tank. Then if he's successful, he could fight a Pacquiao all day, every day. But it's too early to fight a Pacquiao when you haven't even proved a thing in your own division. Because when Pacquiao had his moment with Oscar, Pacquiao already conquered divisions. He destroyed legendary fighters, the likes of Barrera, Morales, so on and so forth. Ryan is yet to prove himself, and the Tank fight is the one to be that's going to grant him the respect and the fame that he's been looking for in the sport of boxing, including the dineros, the money. That's going to come with it as well. However, if Ryan does turn down the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, then he's doing what T.O. is doing, destroying the sport of boxing while killing his reputation. See, when it comes to me, regardless of what being said, I like to be optimistic and give the fighter the benefit of the doubt until it's official. So even when Ryan was hotboxing with Mike, he made it clear that I don't want to fight Gervonta in May. I want to fight him in September. Now remember, we in January, so September is like 9 months from now. Why would Ryan want to wait 9 months to fight Gervonta instead of fighting in May, which that's like 5 months from now? unless all along Ryan had a plan, which he could possibly fight either Linares. It don't even have to be a Manny Pacquiao or a big name or a champion like Devin Haney. Then fight Gervonta in September. Maybe his plan was really next to a T. What I mean by that, it ain't now, it's next. Like Bill always says, forget about next. We want the fight now. So I guess from now on, it ain't about who's next. It's about who's now. Therefore, drop y'all comments below. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't. And listen to these decafs, the dumb, casual ass fans that don't know shit about boxing. Word to Roger Mayweather, may he rest in peace, inshallah. Shout out to Dante, the entrepreneur of New Media that I'm a part of. New Media is nothing but the whole absolute truth, and we put it together like puzzle every single time. Subscribe, click on the notification bell to get notified every time I post or go live on Split Decision. Is a boxing debate / talk show, mixed, master engineered by yours truly, the past, present, and future undefeated pound for pound #1 when it comes to debating. I got these decafs shook. They're scared to look every time Akhi's on TV, because the truth is always bad news for these decafs. The truth is these decafs kryptonite. Therefore, subscribe, click on the notification bell, and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace, and we out here.